Hello friends, good morning and welcome to Pathway Infotech. So soon I am going to start a new S4 HANA FICO batch which is on S4 HANA 2022 version. So let me present my screen and what are the topics which I am going to cover. So the topics which I am going to cover, overview of S4 HANA and history of S4 HANA, difference between HANA and S4 HANA, what is what is in memory concept and architecture changes, what are the architecture changes and what is the CDS view. So and what are the tables got absoluted in S4 HANA. So why still the BSEC table is required even though we have the ACDOCA table. So then coming to the organization structure, baseline configuration of FICO, general ledger accounting. So then in this general ledger accounting, chart of accounts, operational chart of accounts, group chart of accounts, country specific chart of accounts, and multiple ledgers. So accounting principles, then also accounts approach and ledger approach. So in chart of accounts, okay, different types of chart of accounts. So in the chart of accounts, since S4 HANA 2020 onwards, we have a separate concept for cash account. So where we are going to use for, especially for bank accounts. So this concept will be explained in detail. Then coming to the bank accounting. So changes between ECC and S4 HANA, activate business functions for bank accounting. Okay, how we are going to activate the BAM functionality in S4 HANA. What is the difference between basic scope and full scope? So if we activate basic scope and if I can activate the full scope, so what organizations are going to gain? So that we will be discussed in detail. So bank account creation, then how the workflow will be configured in the system. So that will show you. Then difference between basic and full scope, this I have already explained. Then workflow setup for the bank accounts, then bank key mass upload process, how we need to upload the bank keys and how we are going to upload bank accounts, multiple bank accounts. Okay, how to prepare the template and how we can upload that one. We will see that one. Then coming to the accounts payable, overview of the business partner, BP configuration with examples, then baseline configuration of the accounts payable, manual process of vendor invoice posting, manual posting process, then process payments through the checks. Then coming to the special GL transactions, automatic payment program configuration. So foreign currency revaluation, then DME configuration, how the DME, what is the DME tree and why the DME is to be required. So as soon as once we how the DME will be configured for country level and how the file will be generated while running F110 or F111. So then how the file will be placed in the A11 path. Okay, so then this will be detailed explanation will be covered here. Then coming to the accounts receivable, overview of accounts receivable, then baseline configuration, manual customer invoice process, then customer line items clearing by manually. Then again, customer special GL transactions. This is the topic which automatic payment program, okay, where we are going to implement direct debit concept or SEPA process for customers. So how this will be executed? So we will see the scenario based. Then dunning, how the dunning, will be executed. Coming to the electronic bank statement, EBS process, then overview of the EBS, then EBS configuration changes between ECC and S4 HANA. And what is the BT, what is mean by BTC code and how to configure them in SAP system, and what is the Swift code and how to configure them, and coming to end-to-end configuration of EBS. So multiple EBS file formats, okay, BAI file format, BAI2, MT940, CMT52, 53, 54 also it is there. Then different EBS file structure, then how to upload and download delete files from the AL11 application path. In real time, how the files will get processed from AL11 application path, okay, either incoming file or outgoing file. So real time end to end, okay, AL11 files process, how the files will be picked up and sent to bank, and how we will receive file from the bank. Then coming to the logbox, overview of the logbox, business process of the logbox configuration, file formats of the logbox, then EBS file processing with the logbox functionality, EBS files with multiple business scenarios. Okay. So now the logbox, as you know, which is dedicated to only for incoming payments, customer incoming payments. Also, by using logbox functionality, the moment when we receive payment from the customers, system should deduct the tax automatically in case if the line item would applicable for tax deduction. In case if the line item would also applicable for a discount, then the discounts also will be calculated and posted as a separate line items. Okay, we will see all these things as a scenario based. Then coming to the GST. Now GST end-to-end configuration with real-time business scenarios, and what would be the business requirement and what would be the accounting interest, we will see end-to-end. Then coming to the new asset accounting. So in this new asset accounting, so what are the changes as compared with S4 HANA and ECC? So then what is the difference between ledger accounts approach and ledger approach? This we must have to aware. Then what is the technical clearing account, how the configuration is to be done, and what would be the scenario to determine the technical clearing account, and what is the operational part, what is the valuation part during the posting and when it will come into picture. Then what are the transaction codes which got absoluted. Then what are the old tables and what are the new tables, okay, as compared with ECC and S4 HANA. Depreciation run and absoluted options, okay, we will discuss in detail. Then real-time business requirements, then asset master data upload, and how we can bring the legacy data into S4 HANA system. Then new general ledger accounting, overview of new GL, concept of document splitting, configuration of new GL, then concept of zero balance clearing, then difference between active splitting and passive splitting, then parallel valuations, parallel ledger mapping, how we can do this one. We will see that one scenario based. Then controlling, coming to the controlling part, cost element accounting, because in S4 HANA, no more cost element accounting, but I would like to give quick glance. Okay, what was there in ECC, what is there in S4 HANA, why it has been moved to as now, why it has been moved into FI. Okay, I would like to present. So that is the reason I just mentioned here. Then coming to the cost center accounting, internal orders, profit center accounting, product costing. Then coming to the COPA. Then after that integration, to FI integration, SD to FI integration. Then I'm going to cover IDOCS also. Okay, how the IDOCS will be configured and what is the source and what is the target. Okay, how the IDOCS structure will be configured. Then migration project activities. Okay, how the Agile methodology, because most of the clients are using Agile methodology, how the Agile methodology will be used and how the activities will take place. Then coming to the data migration tools, what are the data migration tools which are available in S4 HANA in order to bring our existing data. Okay, so these are real-time based, which I'm going to cover. Okay, everything. So then apart from these topics, then also the validations, substitutions, okay, so then those will be covered, okay, along with, I mean, the moment when we will be there into, let's say, during the general ledger accounting there itself, okay, if there will be a requirement, definitely I will cover over there, okay, one or two business scenarios, how it is going to work. Now interview preparation. So the interview preparation for this especially, so weekly review of the completed topics. So what are the topics which are completed by end of this week? So because the classes will be, I mean, planned for Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday. It is not yet finalized. Okay, let's finalize once the demo will be completed. Then at the towards the end of the session, I mean end of the week, then we will discuss about what are the topics which we have completed, okay, and the scenario based, if the tasks, I mean if the topic has been completed, for those respective topic, the scenarios, business scenarios will be given as a task, okay. Then yeah, along with that, the document preparation work also will be given to students, because if you practice here, then it will be easy for you to survive in the real time, okay. So scenario replication during the session. Okay, so now let's say now we have completed one topic. So once the topic will be completed, okay, then I will nominate the name according to the, I mean, we will discuss in the session how we can pick the names and all. Okay, most probably it would be the lottery basis. Okay, or else I will give chance to one by one. Then whoever is going to nominate, I mean, two or three persons will be nominated, then they will coordinate in between them, then they will do the preparation, okay. So whatever the documentation if to be required for presentation, then they will present in the session itself, okay, in front of all, by explaining, okay, for what purpose the scenario and why we would require that one, okay. This will be taken care. Then interview preparation and evaluation, okay. So once the topics will be completed, okay, at the same time we will also how, I mean, where we are and how the student need to be improve the skills and which area they still would like to improve the skills. Okay, we will definitely, I mean, I'm going to address. But now, in order to achieve this one, because I am not only the person is going to take care all these activities, because we have a separate teams around 4 or 5 members. We are the 4 or 5 members. Okay, earlier I was only the person which was able to taking care. Now we have a group together, because my existing students where they are also working in some organizations, okay, they are also supporting me at this moment, so to move forward, okay. So now this is what how my agenda would be. So if anyone would like to join in the session, please kindly send the mail, or you can directly contact to the email or WhatsApp number. Okay, you already know the WhatsApp number and the email ID. Okay, thank you friends. Thanks for watching. Okay, see you soon.